Hi everybody, I'm in Barcelona, Spain. You can see the Arch of Triumph behind me, Arc de Triomphe, similar to the one in Paris. And I wanted to take a few minutes because I had an opportunity recently, and I thought of Gaudi, which I've spoken on before, and this word authentic that keeps coming up and gets thrown around, and it's become such a catchword to go be your authentic self and have authenticity. And if you've listened to me enough, you know I like to throw words around and study the ends of words. Now Gaudi, we could say, was somebody that was very much lived his truth, or was his authentic self, or didn't apologize for who he was and what he loved to talk about. And we have these wonderful monuments and buildings and art that's a little crazy but very cool at the same time to go see, from the mind of somebody that said, let's take architecture and have fun with it. And then we see some very traditional structures around here, and this lovely mix, especially being in Catalonia, with the Catalan language and the Catalan people trying to have their own authentic self after having some suppression at times. So the word authentic, to make it more sensible, if we break it down, and it goes back to Greek, it's probably older than that, but the beginning of it actually comes from auto, which of course means self, when you talk about autoimmune or automatic, or things that happen by themselves. And then the authenticos, that comes from being. And so really authentic means to be oneself, to have self-being, to have self-knowledge, self-love. And that goes back to the idea of the Delphic Oracle, where it said, know thyself, be thyself, love thyself. And so authentic means, most of the time, the way we use it, but instead of getting bogged down in the word and having the catchphrase to be authentic and to live your authenticity and to live your truth, we can think about, okay, how can I be within myself? How can I self-be? And that's the authentic. It's not about being rude to people because that's who you are. It's not about going out and just doing whatever you want, the heck with the law or the heck with any of the rules. It's more, how can you stay true to what you're integral with in yourself and be that, and not really compromise who you are. Because in a great deal of health, we find that health conditions come out and they show up in our life, in our relationships, in our physical health, in our being, in our learning, and even our spiritual pursuits, when we're trying to live somebody else's authenticity, somebody else's being of self, and not staying true to where we are, and then going forward to, for the most part, talk about where we could be or where we should be, rather than, this is who I am, and I'm not going to apologize for who I am, but I'm going to go forward and I'm going to be that person, and I'm going to honor who I am while honoring everything going on around me. And that's that little bit of authenticity that's inspired by Gaudi and these people of Catalonia and the people of Barcelona. So thank you very much.